And we live. Welcome back into the Moo Trades chat room, the Moo Trades day trading channel. Maybe we can turn it into a dating show too. Who knows? Who knows? Eventually, this channel could be anything, but market's about to open. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're all having an amazing day. Could be getting a second entry short right here. But we could definitely have some volatility today after the CPI report. Earlier this morning, so we gotta stay active, be aware of anything that could happen today. Could be some extra volatility. I mean, we might also just be in a sort of range day. We'll just have to wait and see. But if we draw a range for the entire day, put a midline on it, I'll place a bet that that's where we're at right now. And basically that's right where we're bouncing. So we'll see if we continue working lower, or if we do get a push higher and then we end up having a sort of range within the range, maybe something like this. Too early to tell really, but because we had this strong leg up, we had another leg down, break new low. I think we could come back and test this high. So we'll see. Grandpa Roger, good morning, my boy. Oh, my grandpa. We are actually having a failed second entry long. If we're counting from this high, first entry long, second entry long. But like I said, we already had a clear break and a new low of the leg working down, so could just bounce at this level. Rin, good morning, good morning. Might have to start off with the glasses and the hood. You already know how it is. Rosales, ¿cómo estás? Boo. Let's go, let's go. Ooh. Looking like Eminem back in the day. We might be able to fit a downtrend like this, but I don't trust those wide downtrends. Or at least this one. Muy bien, Rosales. So definitely just hesitating at the midline. But I mean, we had about, let's see how big this move was. We went all the way down from 41.35 up to 41.77 and change. So about a 40-point move just from the CPI report in a matter of minutes. Yeah, my 80% off code is for this month and recurring months on the eval. So you get 80% off basically forever, but obviously you don't want to be trading the evals forever, because the hope is you then convert it to a PA account. But yes, for the eval accounts, it's 80% off for all recurring months. So it is, I mean, you really can't beat that deal. So we had a triple test here, nice bullish bar. We get a higher low. I'm gonna look to go long. Okay, and once again, I really think we're just trying to test this level. So my first target is 4164.25. Let's see if we get there. So looking for a higher low, looking for this push above the EMA that we've been having. Then if we get some sellers to push the market back down, and then trap the sellers by having a bullish bar closing above the EMA, I'm gonna go long. That's what I like to see. So basically, it could happen right here. So we're having some sellers. Let's see if we break below the EMA and then quickly reverse up. It might be too many. Might be a little too many sellers. We'll see. Could definitely be the top of the range, but I'm still expecting to reach the high of this leg. So yeah, for now we can definitely draw something like this. Because we have clearly bounced here many times. But this also could just be half of the range. Like we might just end up trading all the way back up here too, because a lot of the times that's what we see. We see something that looks like a range end up just being the midline of an even bigger range. Hey, hell yeah, Rosales, I appreciate anyone who uses the code, much appreciated. Thank you. I ended up paying someone yesterday for a new thumbnail because Jacob or Steven, one of the viewers the other day, said, "Man, you need a new thumbnail." So I'm like, all right, you know what? Let me spend a little money. Let me spend a little money on this channel. So got a thumbnail. What do you guys think? It's a little a little animated cartoon one. I think it looks pretty cool though. Let me know what you guys think. It's all about what the viewers want. Hola, Gonzalo. ¿Cómo estás? Alright, hell yeah, Greg likes it. Alright, that's all I need. There we go. Alright. Next step. Might just have to make a whole new banner too. If you guys use the Apex codes for every, so basically I get $5 commission for every 50K account. If you guys use my code, and then if you get a larger account, then I get a little more money. So I'm gonna be using that money to make the channel look a little nicer. Hey, you heard Greg. You heard the marketing genius. So basically we had a clear 2 legs down. First entry long, second entry long. But now because we traded so far below the range, we could just be in for a target of the lows of the day. Scarface, how we doing? Good morning. Difficult day yesterday, yeah. Had some good trades on the stream though. Ended up, I don't know if you guys saw the video I posted, but I also got a nice runner yesterday. Right here, I took this lower high and then rode it back down for a nice runner. Obviously, it wasn't streaming at that time, but I recorded it. Hey Joshua, you like the thumbnail? All right, good, good, good. I was just asking if anyone, if what everyone's feedback was, because I did get a suggestion on stream the other day to make a new one, and the suggestion was from someone with like 600, 700,000 subscribers. So I was like, all right, you know what? It's time to spend some money, get a thumbnail. You waiting to go long? I don't know if I'd be waiting to go long just yet. We're in a lot of selling pressure right now. I'm waiting to go short with a two-legged pullback. Got another lower high here. You took that long, Scarface? Yeah, so as Joshua said, it's close to a measured move. I mean, obviously depending on how you draw these legs, but we have a leg down here, break, another leg down. But it really could just be one leg down here, two legs down, break, and then a new leg like this before we have another measured move to the lows of the day. So we'll see. Or, as Greg is saying, could be a measure move like this, like that. I mean, there's a million different ways where you could do these measured moves. Nice, Joshua. You were short from 41.50. Right around here, 41.42. It's a nice little run right there. Hell yeah. Nice, Joshua. Do you always do a 10 tick scalp portion, or just like on a day like today because there's a little more volatility? Usually 8 ticks. Nice. Do you log all your trades too? Like, do you know your win rate? You don't have to say what your win rate is, but do you track all your trades? Like, have you been profitable? $85%, man. You're making some good money then. Are you trading with your own money, or do you use a prop firm? Yeah, I used to log everything, but I became too lazy because I was logging everything for like a year and a half, and then I'm like, all right, you know what? I already know this method. 5 ticks with the runner portion works for me. I'm done. If someone else wants to log my trades, I'll I just gotta pay someone to do it for me. Yeah, Joshua, because I was tracking so many different things, like different ways the runners could have been managed, different scalp portions, obviously, and it just got to the point where I had so many things going on. I was spending like an hour just logging every trade after the day. I was like, okay, this is too much computer time. Yeah, copy and paste from NinjaTrader. Yeah, I mean, that's what I would do. I used to just export it from NinjaTrader to Excel, but then I mean, personally, I was just tracking a lot of different factors, like where the best break even point, or not break even, but like basically for runners, I was tracking a bunch of different factors of where the best place to take profit was, where the point was where you should actually move the runner to break even, whether it should be from break even +1, break even +2, or +0, and then everything regarding the scalps as well. Yeah, Trader View. Wait, so what did Trader View do for you, Joshua? Yeah, Greg. I mean, at this point, I already know. For me, my system, I'm confident in that it works. So I really just don't have the don't have the patience to track every single trade anymore, because I don't see the benefit for me at the moment to do that. Okay, so we're having a failed second entry short here. I just don't know if it makes sense to go long just yet. Okay, so it could be a trap of a failed second entry short. But a very, very neutral bar. think if we... Okay, I tried to sneak in there with a limit order. But basically I was gonna say if we broke below that bullish bar, I think a lot of traders will be trapped. So didn't get in the short trade just because the bar right after the bullish one was very, very neutral. I was hoping it finished bearish, a little more bearish below the EMA, but it is what it is. Could be a third touch of a wide downtrend. So Joshua told you what trades to stop taking. It logs every trade you take. Damn. But that was all automatic. It wasn't like a person doing all that. Okay, looks like some buyers are coming into the market. But it's basically a first entry long, second entry long now. A little bit confusing price action at the moment. It was a nice second entry long, but man, this bullish momentum came out of nowhere. Do you actually track your emotions during your trades, Greg? How do you do that? Just some self-reflection. One to three. Okay, that's a nice little system right there, Greg. So we basically didn't quite reach the low of this most recent leg down. Are getting a nice nice bearish bar here. Could just be forming another sort of range like this. Okay, interesting spot right here. Second entry short. If it triggers. Maybe jumping the gun a little bit. Picking a top. Let's see what happens. So yeah, a little antsy. Should have waited for a lower high to confirm that. Because that usually is one of my other rules that I stick to. Where if we are coming from one side of the range to the next and we have a second entry. So here, counting from this low, we had a first entry short, second entry short. Obviously that failed. But in the long run, like those trades do work out a lot of the time. But in the long run, it's better to wait for the lower high confirmation. Honestly, we could just have a bigger range like this as well. I'm not going to draw it just yet, but something to keep note of. Could also be getting a measured move. So if this is one leg, could be getting another leg roughly to the midline. Let's see what happens here. If we make it to the midline, I would not be surprised. But man, definitely jumped the gun a little bit with this short. Immediately got trapped. Luckily, it wasn't a very, very high risk bar though. Okay, looks like we are approaching basically the midline. If we do have a measured move, takes us to about 51, 58. But definitely did not follow my rule here. So we had this leg up. I liked it because we had a break, new high, nice bearish bar. But like I said, in the long run, it's better to wait for the lower high, because here we're basically having a similar situation. If we count this double bottom, we had first entry short, and here we had a second entry short. Obviously, it was a doji bar, but when we are just kind of creeping up, a lot of times when you look back at a trade like this, you're really just picking a top. What do you guys think? Are we more likely making it to the top, the highs of the day? Or are we gonna go back, test the low of the day? Well, basically the low of the, right when the CPI report hit. Let me know, let me know. Yeah, exactly. Just just speculating now. But I'm gonna make a guess if we do reach this midline, then I'll place my bet. Yeah, you're right. I noticed that too. So basically on the daily chart, we had this nice leg up. We had a break, made a new high. Obviously there's a lot of resistance at this level here, here. So who knows? We could work all the way back down to the 3800s. We could keep going higher. We could go to 4400. Who knows? We go to 4240. Yeah, we are far from the EMA on the daily as well. The daily has its own set of rules sometimes. And I am liking this new thumbnail though. Not bad, not bad. I did exactly what my man Jacob said to do. I went on Fiverr, found a good person on there. Looked solid from their body of work. They made a custom one within a day. Within like 12 hours. So we basically want exactly a measured move. We count from here to the first swing. Put another leg up. I guess not quite, but really depends if you draw your leg from there to there, then from the lows, pretty much exactly, and now we're working lower again. Yeah, I would also take a nice lower high here. We might just have that set up, Greg. Let's do it. Let's see, let's see. Guess it doesn't really look like we're gonna get a lower high. Unless we rock it down. All right, we got another push up. Could be some sort of trend channel forming. It's got a lot of resistance along here. But once again, we never tested this high. So we had this leg up. We just started working down and yeah, Joshua, I mean, some confusing price action for sure. I mean, right here we had a leg working up that looked pretty strong. Then we immediately went down, switched on a dime. Same thing here, went down, switched on a dime. Sometimes that just happens on these days. That's why I said we might just be in a range at the bottom half of the price action of the day. So like, even if we extend this down, basically right now we'd be at the midline. So who knows? Who knows? But we're bouncing right at the lows of what we previously had with this range. All right, have a good one, Joshua. Thanks for watching once again. Could be a second entry short here. We shall see. Second entry short and a lower high. Looks like we had a spike, channel, break, new high. So now we could be getting that selling pressure to reverse. And the scalp just moved a little too quickly, unfortunately. So it was a nice lower high there. Didn't get in it though. So we missed two trades that we could have got in if we didn't have limit orders. But it just happens sometimes. We'll get them on the next one. Can't force any trades though. Like the one we had back here. Okay, we might be getting a second entry long. I mean, the failed second entry long. With second entry long is triggered. But man, that would have been a nice lower high to get in. Nice, Morgan. You caught that. You caught that lower high. Formed super fast. Yeah, sometimes you just got to use the market orders to get into those types of trades that just happen super quickly. But if you do miss trades and you're using limit orders, you just can't use the fact that you missed a trade to then fuel a bad trade and force one because you felt like, oh man, I missed this one. I gotta get in this one. Because a lot of mistakes come out of that. But man, I literally told myself today I'm not gonna force. I was literally studying this exact type of trade where we're in a sort of trading range. I mean, I drew a range before the range was even valid, first of all. But even with that, when we travel this far, it's best not to just pick a top. It's best to wait for a lower high. See, like there, what just happened right there? It's got a bar formed in an instant. A lot of selling. And it was right at the midline. Oh yeah, I guess crude oil inventory is 730, but I mean, actually, yeah, that's definitely what it was. VIX trying to bounce off the trend line. All right. Price action rules should still be followed. So we made a lower high here. Looks like we're just slowly working down. We could be getting another lower high. And it would be a second entry short. Doesn't look like we're gonna go lower at the moment. Or will we? We really could just be in another sort of mini range. So yeah, definitely want to wait for some confirmation in either direction. So it does look like we're working lower though. Let's see if we bounce right here though. Looks like a two-legged pullback. To the tick, really. Okay, and we're just rocketing down right now. Morgan says we're still waiting for a new low on the large downtrend. Yeah, so if you do have a wide channel, John, definitely. I'm still looking for a new low of this trend that I drew, just because I focus on the legs more than the wide trends. But yeah, if you have something drawn like this, definitely we had a break. Looking to test a new low. We definitely got a higher volume day than we've been having. We're just so far away from the EMA. Okay, we're fast approaching that low. And in it, we're just forming another trend in itself. So we got a lot of price action already, which was expected for a day like today. but there's definitely a lot of different conflicting patterns to consider. Different ranges, different mini trends, different legs going in many directions. But definitely only focusing on shorts now, especially because basically bounced at the midline, got rejected. So see if we can get to 41.33. Basically bouncing right where we have this resistance line drawn. There's just a ton of bars stacked right at this level. Even if we get a second entry short, we gotta just be wary of the fact that we could be working higher. Okay, so even if we do have that second entry short, I'm not going to take it just because we have a very, very strong leg up. So we got to respect that as well, and could just be reversing at this point. But really anything could happen now. Okay, so the second entry short has triggered. But there's no good signal bar, so we'll wait. We'll see if we keep working higher, we'll switch gears. If we work lower and then test the EMA, have a lower high, then we can go short. But definitely in a tricky area just because we have a lot of congestion at these price levels. Ryan, you took that second entry short? Damn, you're a beast. Did you have a good signal bar on your chart? I just didn't have any signal bar. Yeah, Tone Man, new thumbnail. Let's go. Okay, Ryan, you just base it off that as the signal bar. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, we're still working lower. Definitely trying to push to a new low of the day. We're just stacked at this level. I mean, who's gonna win out, the Bears or the Bulls? Who knows? But a tricky spot nonetheless. If we do fit a wider trend, I mean, it could be accurate, but is this a higher low? Which higher low would you be referring to? This low right here with this bullish bar is lower than this one. So there's no higher low yet. We could be getting a higher low here depending on how this bar closes. If this is a bullish bar, could be making a higher low. That I might go long at. So it's also a form of a second entry long if we get a trigger. But definitely a higher low here. If we break above the bar, I'm gonna look to go long. But we just have some hesitation right now. And yeah, as Ryan's saying, we definitely didn't hit the low of the day yet, but we're reacting to this level so many different times, so it's hard to tell what's gonna happen right now. Could get a failed second entry short here. But it's a very, very neutral bar. Could be getting a trap now of a failed second entry short. If we reverse now, if this bar closes bearish, I'm actually gonna look to sell now. So yeah, it looks like a reversal, but just because the bar is a lot of stem and just finished barely above its open, I didn't want to take that because we might just be still working lower. We'll see how this bar finishes. So it could just be a trap of a reversal. Okay, I'm in it. Let's see if it works out. Okay, and there we go. So I'll explain the trade a bit. It was a second entry short failure, and then when we had a nice bearish bar after the failure, a lot of longs got trapped who were expecting a reversal. So let's see if we can keep working lower. We didn't quite break this higher low. We didn't break below there. We're touching that low. So I think if we go one more tick down, we can trap some more longs. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. So that could be the momentum we need to actually break the lows and then continue working lower. So I was explaining this sort of trade yesterday, actually, a trap of a failed second entry. So that was exactly what we got there. If you're looking for a reversal, we had a new low, we had a first entry short, second entry short failure. But in reality, the reversal looked pretty neutral. This bar wasn't very bearish or wasn't very bullish. So when the next bar formed bearish and reversed on the people who thought we were reversing, it trapped them. But with that said, we're still not officially working lower yet because we haven't broken below this triple bottom here. But really, it's like so many bars at that level. But we could be getting a lower high here. I think if we do break below this level, we could have a really strong push down. So let's see what happens. Some more longs could get trapped here who are buying at this level. But obviously there are a lot of buyers at this level, but their stop losses could be taken out. Could cause a lot of pain. So let's see if we can keep going lower. One more tick. We need that one more tick, but really two more. I think we'll probably push lower though. Okay, there we go. So now a lot of stop losses got taken out. Gonna get at least 5 ticks out of the runner. We're at 6 points right now. But I think we could just keep going lower. Okay, we've officially made a new low of the day. So let's see. See if we keep going lower. Or if we reverse here. But definitely a nice runner. So now I'm hoping to get another pullback, another lower high where I can at least secure some of the money, because I mean, we've been seeing this market just quickly reverse on a dime, so I definitely don't want to only get 1.25 points out of this over 10-point move. But the sellers are definitely present. So I'm hoping for this to be a lower high, then we keep going lower, then I'll trail my stop loss 1 tick above that bar. And we might just be having that. One more tick or 2 more ticks and I'll have my stop here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so at least 7.5 points out of the runner. So that's really good money. But as we were talking about yesterday, the trap trades like the one here, those can be very, very powerful. Especially the trap of a trap, because a failed second entry short is really a trap in itself. So then when we trapped all the traders looking for a trap, All the people who thought they were gonna pick a bottom at the market and expect to get a nice reversal, they got trapped themselves. So just add some more selling pressure. For now, anything can really happen. But this range is definitely coming into play. We reacted to the bottom of what the range was earlier. Now we reacted to the top of this support level. So price action definitely coming into play. These rules are always going to be followed. We had a slight break in a new low of the downtrend, but I think we're still headed lower. If we get a second entry short, I'm going to look to go short again. Thanks, Morgan. Thanks, Morgan. So yeah, Ryan, reversals are tricky because they're very powerful when the reversals are like perfect, like a perfect setup. But in this case, if you're trying to go long, I mean, that's why over time I've developed a personal rule where anytime a signal bar only has one tick between the open and close. I mean, I got trapped with a trade, I think last week, where I took a trade that had this exact situation, only one tick between the open and the close. So in reality, I really see that as a doji bar and some indecision, because if you want to see a nice reversal, you should have a signal bar like what we have right here. I'll put an arrow. So if we have this type of signal bar above the EMA, that looks like a nice reversal setup. So even this higher low here, we didn't get a trigger above it, and we just hesitated. So when this nice bearish bar formed, I was like, okay, that's the trap I was looking for. That's like, honestly, this trap trade is probably the most powerful trade you can do, because I mean, there are traps, but then there's levels to it. This was so many different complexities coming into play. First of all, we're bouncing at these lows. If it is a range day, we're expecting to go higher. So you should be expecting to look for a reversal. But like I said, you're only looking for a reversal, you're only acting on it if it's like a perfect setup. So because I knew so many people in the market are trying to pick a bottom, we had a lot. I mean, look how much buying pressure we had here. But when we had that hesitation, I mean, you saw me. I had a buy order ready to go. But that's why it's all about being calm, waiting for the setups to present themselves, not forcing any trade. I didn't want to force a long just because I thought a reversal could happen. And anytime you're hesitant on a trade, it's always best to think, okay, let me wait. Let me not step in it. Let me look to see if a trap forms. Then when the trap formed, bang. Bang. There we go. Yeah, anytime you're hesitant about a trade, you want to just like learn to put those impulses away. Put those impulses to the side. Okay, but definitely we got a break, new low. We're just a bit congested. I don't want to take any trade until we come back to test the EMA. Okay, I mean, we are having a failed second entry long here, new high, first entry long, second entry long, failure. But it is just risky taking trades away from the EMA like that. Yeah, definitely congested. We are working lower still. I mean, you could have taken any of these entries, but because we're away from the EMA, it's expected that the congestion will happen. So let's see. We might be able to fit a wider term downtrend. I'm not gonna have it drawn just yet, but could be coming into play. Okay, another lower high looks like we're about to have. But like I said, we're just away from the EMA. I also on stream took a trade like this where we weren't touching the EMA, got burned for it, even though we were in such a strong downtrend. So eventually one of these lower highs isn't going to work out. Right when you think you can be extra aggressive and take one, a lot of the times it's when you're punished. So let's see. If you had taken this lower high, let's see if it would have worked out or not. Because if it's a new high, we had a first entry long, second entry long failure, then another lower high confirming that. So everything checks out except the fact that we're not at the EMA. So depending on how aggressive of a trader you are, you might have taken it. All right, and we're going lower, so it would have worked out. I just prefer to wait for the trades to be at the EMA. But we could be starting to form a wider downtrend now. But who knows how low we can go. We can be rocketing down for the rest of the day, honestly. Who knows? How we all doing in the chat? How we all doing? Got a nice runner? Hey, hits bang. Thanks for the thumbnail. Yeah. I appreciate it. I have to listen to my advice of my viewers. Next up is a new banner. I already, because you guys like the thumbnail, I already messaged the same guy on Fiverr. I said, all right, make me a banner now too. So we'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll have a new banner up. But basically it's a cartoon, it's a cartoonized, if that's even a word. It's a cartoon character of myself, obviously. But basically, sometimes you just gotta see this day trading gig as a game, because at the end of the day, I mean, it is a game. Everything we do is a game. We're just trying to win at life itself, so it's a little fun thumbnail. But usually the guy that makes these sort of thumbnails is making them for like video game channels, or yeah, people who stream gaming. So essentially this is a game though, so it makes sense. We're all born trying to win this game we call life, aren't we? We're all trying to be the best we can be. But if we look at these three ranges, these three mini ranges, so here's one, here's the second one. If we copy paste, it roughly looks like another similar sized range. So we had 1, 2, 3, and basically everyone is lower than the previous one. So we're just having zones where we push lower, have some congestion, push lower, have some congestion, lower, congestion, lower. See if this is one leg down. Could be making a measured move to here. But just a ton of sellers at the moment. For anyone wanting to cash in on the Apex Trader funding discount, feel free to use my discount code. Click my link in the description. 80% off this month and all recurring months. Let's get it. So it is an amazing deal for whatever account size you're gonna do. 80% off. I mean, like we were saying yesterday, if you have a 50K account, it's normally $100 some, but with the 80% off, you get it for like $33. So let's say you get one account for $33, or two accounts, or three accounts. Let's say you get three 50K accounts for roughly $100. Let's say you use I appreciate it, Ryan. Ryan sees the value, but I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm trading 10 accounts right now. I'm trading 20 accounts right now. Let me show you guys, so you believe me. Okay, so basically, here we are. We have 10 evals right here, 10 PAs. Here's the profit loss for today from the 2 trades. One here and then the other trap trade that we saw here. So let's say you sign up for 3 50K accounts for right around $100. You use a trade copier to trade them all at the same time. Then, say you trade, you're a confident trader, you know what you're doing, and you end up passing those evals. So you spend $100, and then I think, let's say you spend another $125 for the trade copier. So let's say you're $225 in. So you pass the evals, you get a PA account. When you trade with a PA account, essentially you have $2,500 per account to work with, because that's what the trailing threshold is. So essentially you put $225 in, which includes the trade copier, and you're getting, obviously, it's a big caveat, if you pass the eval account, then you're getting $7,500 worth of value from a $200 investment, which is insane. $700 a month. Where did you get $700 a month? Oh, for me personally? Well, so with the PA accounts, I paid actually, that is something to note. So with a PA account, once you get it, I'm paying I just paid the lifetime fee for the PA account. So actually, no, it's $125. I don't know if it's exactly $125 for the trade copier, but it's right around there. I'll look it up right now. But no, it's a one-time fee for the trade copier. So yeah, when I converted mine to the PAs, I paid the lifetime fee, which is another right around $150. So when I have 10 accounts that are PAs, so I paid like $1,500 off the bat. But I just saw the value in it, because if I'm paying $1,500, I'm basically getting $2,500 times 10. So I'm paying $1,500 to get $25,000 worth of value. Then if I obviously do well on the PA, take a payout, then it makes it worthwhile. But definitely suggest, even if you're a new trader, at least getting like one account, like $30 to trade. I mean, it's really a good investment, because it's better than sim trading for sure, because you have some emotion attached to it. Okay, interesting spot here. We have a second entry short that might form. I'm gonna stay out of it. We have this leg working up. Nice F zone. Yeah, if you do plan to be a profitable trader in the long run, then of course the lifetime makes sense. So you only have the chance at the start too. You either pay for the lifetime or you pay for the monthly, and I don't think you can switch. I haven't had issues with the trade copier. Actually, I have, but not the trade copier works. The trade copier works. It's just, that's also another reason why I use limit orders, because when I've tried, yeah, the trade copier is a lifetime thing. But when I've tried to use market orders, and sometimes obviously the market can move very fast, then not every account will enter at the same price, and then sometimes one trade will say you're trading 10 accounts, maybe 3 of the accounts will have a different price level compared to the other ones. So then when it reaches a profit target, it basically does the opposite of what you think it's going to do. So then you have to exit the trades very fast. Okay, second entry short incoming. So we had this leg up, break, new high. Okay, no trigger on the second entry short. Flat EMA now, so we could just be getting another leg up. But if we push below the EMA, I'm gonna go for a lower high. But yeah, going back to the trade copier, the only issues I've had was when the market turns very fast and I'm using a market order. So you always have to keep your positions tab open so that you know what you're doing, you know what kind of trades you're in, because sometimes you might think you're out of a trade when you're really not. Okay, so we basically made that second leg up now. I want to see if we can fit a wider term downtrend. Honestly, we might have something like that. So this is all just for visual aid, but yeah, this looks pretty valid. So we look at the midline. That's really how I know if a wide downtrend is valid. If I look at the midline and it's bouncing there, so we had a clear bounce here, another one right there, another one here, bang, bang, bang. See if we bounce there again. You have a first wider trend break and 2 legs down. Okay. I mean, even if that's the case, if we have 1 leg down, 2 legs down, so even if that's the case, we're definitely in a downtrend. I mean, obviously, I'm not, because the wide trend is just for visual aid. I mean, if we get a nice setup to go long, I'm still expecting to potentially go to the top side, so I'm not only looking for shorts. But with that said, I am looking for shorts. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to take a long if it's a perfect setup. Yeah, they both fit for sure. It's a measure move. I got you. Definitely, definitely. So one leg down. Roughly 2 legs down. Even if it's like that, from this high to this low, 1 leg down, 2 legs down. So a large time frame, first entry long, second entry long. See if we get a second entry long failure. That's the one you're talking about. Makes sense. Yeah, it's pretty much a perfect measured move. So now I'm drawing it from this high. Yeah, to the tick. So definitely accurate. But that's the thing with measured moves. They're targets, but I mean, it's always easier after the fact to draw them on. I know you probably had it there before, but definitely just a guide. Like, you can still trade without looking for measured moves, but obviously it's a good guideline to have. So we're definitely having some resistance at that midline now. First entry short, second entry short if we break below it. For sure, dude. For sure, for sure. Okay, we're right around that 2-hour mark. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be back shortly. Gonna take a step outside, take some deep breaths. I'll be back. Alright, we back. So basically, looks like we're just trying to reach the top side of the trend. So we'll see if we bounce. Keep working lower, but could just be getting a break of it because the uptrend does seem pretty strong, but we'll see. We'll see if we end up going lower back below the EMA. See if we have a leg from here to there. Could be a second leg we have. Just a leg up, break, new high, then we work lower. But definitely not just gonna blindly take a short here, even though it could work out. We do get a nice break, new high, keep going lower, get a nice lower high, then we could take that. How we all doing? How we all doing in the chat? Had a nice break, got some sun, fresh air, a little grounding outside. Now we're refreshed, baby. Definitely a lot better price action compared to what we've been having past several days. Yesterday wasn't bad. Past few days was tough. Okay, so we might be getting a lower high here. I'll get my limit order prepared. Yeah, Ryan, I can create a video for that. It's just at the money strategy. You know what? I'm gonna look up a video. I'll find a video for you and then I'll put it in the chat because someone else has already made a video on it. Let me just see if this trade, if we get a nice lower high here before doing so. But yeah, I think it was Michael Chin's buddy who made a video like that. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. Give me 1 second. Okay, there you go. There you go. Go to like minute 19 of that video and he goes over the at the money strategy.
Order submitted.
I don't know if I want to enter this trade. Lower high. We're just a bit stacked. You know what? I'm gonna enter it if we get filled. Alright, we're in it. See if we can scalp out. But we didn't have a clear break and a new high of this most recent leg up. So a bit worrisome because of that. No problem, Ryan. I got you. I'm gonna try to get out of this trade. Should have respected this leg up. Yeah, I should have definitely waited for the break and a new high. It's basically a similar situation to what we had here, picking a top too early. Come on, I know better than that. So now we have a clear break, new high. So if we do go lower and then we have a lower high, then we can go short. I was just too antsy once again. My bad, my bad. Sometimes that's what happens when you go on a break away from the computer. It can help, but it could also not help if you come back and immediately take a trade without thinking. So this could be the trade to take, the nice bearish bar, but it resembles the other one. Come on. We'll have to make it up again. But the runner gave us some good profit for the day, even though we have 2 losing trades. So we'll see how much higher we keep going, if we do go higher. So we definitely got the break, new high. We got this trend channel in play. But definitely shouldn't have just Tried to take a short here before we were proven to go lower. That's why these wide term downtrends can get you in trouble sometimes. Take a short here. These term downtrends can get you in trouble sometimes. And yeah, we're still working higher, so once again, I don't know what I was thinking trying to take a short there. Man. Second entry short. Let's see. So yeah, new low here. First entry short. Well, it really depends where you, if you count this as a double bottom, yeah, first entry short, second entry short. So if we come back below the EMA with a nice lower high, I'll go short. But man, I gotta stop forcing these trades. I'm making some rookie errors lately. I guess it's just part of live streaming. Got a little learning curve with the live streaming, but shouldn't have forced that trade, shouldn't have forced that one. I actually have been writing down in my notebook not to take that specific trade where we're going in a certain trend, there's a break. I mean, this one we didn't even have a new high of this uptrend. But even if we do have a break, a new high, and then a nice bearish bar, it's always better in the long run to wait for the lower high confirmation. I'm gonna write that in my notebook right now. You thought it was aggressive, man. It's all right. Give me some chat sometimes. If you think it's not a good trade, that's why we're here. It definitely was aggressive. I knew it was aggressive, but sometimes that's what happens. I was outside, came back to the trading desk, took a trade within like a couple minutes of being here, so it was my mistake, obviously. Writing down in my notebook right now not to take that setup. Always wait for the lower high or a higher low confirmation. And that's why it's important not only to rely on the wide downtrend, because who knows, this couldn't even be valid. We only have 2 touches at the bottom. We really only have 2 touches at the top too, so the real confirmation is just with the midline. But now we're definitely just working up. So yeah, definitely a lot of shorts trying to pick a top similar to what I did. But this uptrend does look really healthy right now. And you're long from back here? Where'd you enter, Osam? What do you mean the wider uptrend boundary? I mean, what got me on the last trade is that I didn't respect this leg up. I really like focusing on the leg. So here's a clear leg break. I took a short before we had a new high, so it's expected that we're probably going to make a second leg. So if we measure that, they measure it from here to there. Basically, we have a target of right around 41.48. Okay, Osam, you entered right around here. Are you still in the trade? Damn, Osam. It's a nice trade right there then. What are you trading on, Osam? Ninja Trader 8, but are you using your own money, prop firm? Your own money, all right. How many contracts? I got a lot of questions for you. Three contracts. All right, build it up, my man. Now the market's definitely slowing down. $31.25. Where is that? Oh, so you're letting the runner go then. You got it all the way down here. So see, with my method, how I trail the runners, I just trail it below every swing low. So I would have had it below here. I would have trailed it right here, then here. And then actually I would have trailed my runner at 41.43. So if we keep going lower, that's where I would take my runner out, because we could keep going all the way down to 41.31. But all right, I see you. You want, so you're trying to make it all the way back to 41.76. You're thinking we're gonna go to the high of the day. Midpoint of the 2 legs down. Where, like 41, or here, like 41.50. Oh, we could definitely go all the way up. Most definitely. Hey, is there Andy K in the chat anywhere? Andy K, I'm talking to you. Where's the money man, Andy K? I know he's watching here. I know you're out there. Send me a chat. Damn, Osam, you're a beast. You're a beast. How long you been trading for? Not long, right? A few months? I'm pretty sure you said that the other day. $7 months. Nice. How's the trading journey so far? Been making some money already? Andrew Kaplan. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. That Andrew Kaplan, he's a multi-millionaire trader, actually. He's one of my friends that I know. My EMA analysis. Zeno of Citium. Yeah, I caught one nice runner back here, about 8.5 points. So that made up for my two losses. But I mean, the losses were really beginner errors. As Andrew Kaplan is saying, my EMA analysis was wrong. Two leg could become a range. Yeah, I mean, we could just be in a range. Oh, Mike Wazowski, he spots some congestion up ahead. I gotta be aware of that. Definitely. I see some congestion right here, actually. So we got Andrew Kaplan and Mike Wazowski, two multi-millionaire day traders that I know. They're actually one of my close compadres that I learned from. Just kidding. They ain't no millionaire traders, but I do know them. They're my boys. My boys. TT was getting excited though when he heard millionaires. Let's go, baby. Andrew Kaplan, he does play with the options a bit. That is true. Always. I've been telling Andrew Kaplan to make his own channel. This guy travels the world for free. He knows how to get first class tickets for free. Triple leverage QQQ. You can use these strategies in any market, my man. Price action can be applied to any market. I know Jake Parker. He likes to dive into some trading as well. Andrew Kaplan, he likes to delve into a little crypto with his close compadre Adam Vogel. We did a measured move to the tick. Yeah, we did. So we were looking at that earlier. So if we make a measured move from there to there, perfect price action right there, 2 legs. And yeah, we could just be in another measured move right now. Let's see. 1 leg up, 2 legs up. Yeah, that was our target, right around 41, 48. But this looks like 2 legs. So now we could just keep working lower. Let's see if we get a failed second entry long, get some nice EMA analysis, as Andrew Kaplan says. But yeah, Ryan, second entries can be applied to any market. I mean, this is really just like second entries, 2-legged pullbacks. The whole strategy is really just based on psychology of traders, so it can be applied to any market: crypto, forex, futures, stocks, if you're only using price action, which means you're not basing your trades off indicators. And I don't use any indicator for the measured moves. I'm just using the trend channel to do that. I'm just going like this, then starting the second leg like that. Okay, how would I get better with the psychological side of trading? There's some things that I had to do, but really just over time, it's like with anything, any endeavor you have, where you just put hard work into it, you dedicate yourself to a certain craft, you really study where you went wrong in certain trades, and obviously the first step is obviously just getting the chart reading skills. Then the 90% of trading is obviously the psychology of it, and I mean, really it comes down to lifestyle as well. So I eat very, very clean, very healthy. I exercise every single day, meditate, journal, not only for trading, but just it's very important in my life that I've found to at least have some long-term goals in check, and do as much as I can to basically compound daily habits that then will basically change your reality over the long term. So when it comes to psychology, you just got to think. I mean, we were kind of talking about this earlier in the day. But basically, this is all a game that we're in, right? We all want to be the best at it. We all want to make money, be the best versions of ourselves. The only way to do that is to be dedicated and diligent in your work. You want to be very, very cognizant of what you're doing at the trading desk, but also even out of it. So yeah, as Ryan's saying, after you've lost enough, then you start to learn to get better. But also, the only way to get better is to actually learn. So you can't just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. You got to start changing certain things. You got to do a lot of internal work and see where in your own trading what's going wrong. Are you not confident in your trades? Are you trading based on emotion? Are you actually following the price action patterns? Are you following the trading rules that you have? So really, it just comes down to a lot of work in yourself, and not only learning about yourself, but also applying that knowledge into real time. Because if you just study the charts after the fact, it's one thing, but it's an entirely different ball game when you're trading live. So you can meditate, you can do breathing techniques. I take ice cold showers every single morning. When I take a break from the trading desk, I go outside, get some sun, ground myself barefoot outside. Because it is a lot to just be staring at a screen all day. It's tiring. But my some buddies and I are actually working on a supplement line. So be on the lookout for that in the next few months. Because I think health is a very, very, very important key when it comes to trading. How you're treating your brain, how you're treating your body, it's all interconnected. Negative 30 degrees Celsius, all right. Who knows? Maybe that'll jolt your body, give you some extra energy. Okay, so we have a failed second entry long here, but it formed above the EMA. So it's a little tricky of a spot we're in right now. Oh, you still in that trade? Or did you get out of it? And yeah, Zeno of Citium. Also, we were talking about this the other day on the live stream. So when you're trading, really focus on what thoughts are going through your mind when you're in a trade. Are you having positive thoughts? Are you having negative thoughts? Are you having doubt? There's no reason to have self-doubt. There's no reason to have any negative thoughts. If you want to project positivity, you want to project confidence, you gotta just have those thoughts running through your mind at all times. Like, okay, like I'm the best. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I'm the best. I'm a champion. I'm a legend. Like DJ Khaled says, you gotta just have that confidence. You gotta have that blind confidence in yourself. That's how you're gonna make it. If you don't, then you're just gonna take a different path. If you only think you're the best, if you only are focused on making it to the top, you'll get there. It might take some time. It will take some time. But if you make that the only option and you stick with it, it's bound to happen. Okay, might take a long here. The first entry long, second entry long, failure. Trap of that failure, depending if we go up. But also it's a double top, first entry long, second entry long. But the bar might be a little too big. Yeah, we'd be going long right at the top of the range.
Careful.
What do you guys think of my my preaching right there? I mean, we're very congested right now. And yeah, we did have the 2 legs up. We're counting from the low, 1 leg up, 2 legs up. So at a larger time frame, it's really just first entry short, second entry short. Oh, Andrew Kaplan likes that preaching. Man, I didn't know you were still here, my man. There we go. He knows, he knows. I'm liking that new thumbnail. I've been making my own thumbnails until now. I'm gonna just keep that one though. Preach on. All right, let's go. Might have a podcast coming in the works too. Non day trading related, but be on the lookout for that as well. Podcast supplement line. All things in the works at the moment. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Zeno. With 8-pack thumbnail? What do you mean, TT? Yeah, I think we might reach the top of this range, and then I'm gonna look to sell if that happens. Oh, 8-pack abs thumbnail. Yes, you will, Greg. But yeah, that's part of it. Like, at the end of the day, if you are going to be emotional, because obviously we are emotional, I mean, that's how we're built, there's no reason to have nerves, because you only want to be having thoughts that are going to help you. You only want to be like penting up emotions or creating emotions within yourself that are going to do you good. So the only way to do that is, I mean, it's different for every single person, but obviously everyone has to just find their way of ultimately being successful and taking those steps to get there. Because if you have a goal, know what your goal is. If you want to be a successful trader, okay, step 1, obviously, learn how to chart read. Step 2, you got to practice. You got to practice. And the emotional side of that, you can't only sim trade. That's why if you guys want to use the code, the Apex Trader funding code, you can get 80% off. You can just trade with one account. You can spend like 30 some dollars and you can start trading with that. Obviously, that's just the beginning of the story. Because you're going to make mistakes, you're going to break your rules, but it's about realizing what rules you're breaking and then applying that. So here, we're having that failed breakout that we were looking for. Let's see how this bar turns out. Not extremely bearish, but decent signal bar. Looks like the scalp was made already. Didn't get a chance to enter, but let's see, maybe we'll come back. It'll give us an opportunity to enter. We'll see, we'll see. I'm gonna stay out of it. See if we can get a lower high though. Okay, we're having a triple top here. It's a first entry short, second entry short if we work lower. Doji bar though. Alright, I'm gonna wrap up the stream right there. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. See you all back tomorrow morning. Peace out. Have a good one. Have a good one. Good luck to everyone out there. See you, Greg. See you, Zenum. Peace out. Oh, some Andrew Kaplan.